Question number 10. Okay. The graph shows the variation in time t of the temperature of the two samples x and y. Okay. X and y have the same mass, right? And initially in the solid phase, the thermal energy is being provided to x and y at the same constant rate. What do you mean by energy provided at constant rate? Which means energy divided by time. Whenever there is a rate, you should divide by time for the energy. Okay. Now when we have this, what do you mean by energy by time? It is nothing but power. Now we know that energy is given by mc delta t. Thermal energy is given by this one. When you say power, power is equal to mc delta t divided by delta t over here. Okay. So therefore, now this delta t versus t is a graph over here. So I can now write this as mc into slope, right? The reason is because delta t by delta t would be the slope over here. Now, so before proceeding further, now let us see what else has been asked. What are the correct comparisons of the latent heats Lx and Ly and the specific heat capacity of phase Cx and Cy? Now, Lx and Ly. Where do we get Lx and Ly? Lx and Ly is obtained whenever the temperature is constant. Where is temperature is constant? Here and here. Now, you see, this line is shorter as compared to this line. So, therefore, we can always say that this Lx, and if this is Ly, Ly is greater than Lx. Okay. Now, let us look at where do we have Ly greater than Lx. So, these two are incorrect. Now, any one of them should be correct. Ly greater than Lx, Ly greater than Lx. Now, amongst this, we should decide about Cx and Cy. How do we know this? Now, you see, the mass is same. Okay, so therefore, mass is same, power is same, slope is the variant over here, and C is different over here. So, therefore, what I will do is I will write this as P by M is equal to C into slope. C into slope. In other words, C is equal to this P by M is a constant, right? Because same rate of energy is being supplied, and the mass of the substance taken is also a constant, okay, which is already given here. See, mass is also constant over here. Two samples X and Y, same mass over here. So, mass is also same. So, therefore, I can now write this as C is equal to, I'll put this as K divided by slope. K divided by slope. Now, let us look at the slopes here. See, for slope X, now look at the slope here. This has a larger angle, this has a smaller angle, which means this has a lower slope and this has a higher slope. Now, I can now write slope of X is greater than slope of Y in this region. The same thing applies here also. See, this angle is larger, this angle is smaller, which means slope of X is larger than slope of Y. So, as a result of this, when I do this one, 1 by slope of X, 1 by slope X is less than 1 by slope Y, 1 by slope Y, which means now I can now write, since C is inversely proportional to slope over here. So, if I multiply this by K, okay, on both the sides, I can now write K by slope X is less than K by slope Y, and we know K by slope is Cx, right? So, I write this as Cx is less than Cy. So, let us find out which is the right answer. Cx is less than Cy. So, therefore, D is the right answer.